Hello everyone. I'm going to update you on my garden little swimming pool. So you see what's come up is the radishes and supposed to be some carrots in the middle there. And then down here, I don't know if you can see it, it's pouring rain. But right there in that area is supposed to be cabbage. I don't know if it is or isn't. My mint is doing really good, and it is raining. I'm getting wet, but that's okay. All right. I'm supposed to have squash coming up here, but I don't see any coming in. So then my wheelbarrow is collecting the water I'm going to pour out today on the stuff. So all right. All right, this is my front yard where I've got some asparagus. You can see it down there coming up. Got to go get it, but it's pouring rain. Those little pots are supposed to have starter seeds of tomatoes, but if they don't come up, I'll just go buy some. All right, and that is green beans. The next pot is cucumbers. And cucumbers in the other pot too. That much of there is daylilies, and they should be blooming soon. But I'm gonna go out in the rain and get the asparagus. Woo! Whoa, it's slippery and muddy. Like the folded. Yeah, cucumbers. Beans, green beans. Can you spot it? Can you spot it? I'll get it. And here's some more not cucumbers, asparagus. Another asparagus plant in another part of the yard. You see them? There's 3 there. 1, 2, 3. I gotta pick them or they're gonna be no good. Alright. Have a blessed day now. I'll come back on the next video. I'll show you what this one looks like. This is the one that I let go too long. It was beginning to make another plant. What I mean by that is beginning to make its offshoots. And eventually the offshoots will have a seed on it. Those seeds can make more plants. But the best way to get an asparagus is to buy what you call a bulb. Like, not a flower bulb, asparagus bulb or bulb. And after about, usually 4 to 5 years after you've had it, you'll start getting asparagus that is big enough to eat. So, okay, everyone. Thanks for listening, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye. Hello, everyone. Alright, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the asparagus I picked today. Y'all saw it earlier. It is cooked and in water. I'm going to take it and I'm going to make I don't know if you want to call it a calzone or a pizza. Not a pizza really, but anyway. I've got this pizza dough that I bought. And just mixed it according to the package directions. And, well, I made it. I got 2 pieces. And I'm going to stretch it out with my hand. And I'm going to put asparagus in one of it with cheese. And I'm going to put pork. I got leftover pork I unfroze that I made last week. And size Doesn't matter, just so it's big enough for you. You're going to lay it out on the plate or on your pan. Then you're going to get the other one and do the same thing. You know, you can roll it out, but hey, the dough is soft enough and it's not a real stretchy dough. You know, so it doesn't matter. It's just a little piece of meat. I don't know who made it. Look. Anyway, it was pizza dough. You just added water and oil. But I put butter instead of oil, so it doesn't matter. Butter or oil in it is what it was. Okay, now. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take various cheese that I have and put in one of them along with the asparagus and a little bit of the pork meat that I have. But this is my leftover pork. I'm just gonna, you know, it should be really tender. It is. I cooked it a couple of weeks ago and froze what I didn't eat. But this pile, put some in there. However much you want. Just don't overfill it or you won't be able to get your dough closed up. Alright. That looks like a good bit in this one for my dinner. Then in the other one I'm going to put the same thing, but I'm going to put barbecue sauce on that one and close it up. Like, you know. So, any leftovers will be consumed this week in a day or two. I froze too much in one sitting. So, right. This is just barbecue sauce that I got from a restaurant, free, when I went to the YouTuber convention. Any barbecue sauce you like. And much as you want. I hope y'all can see that. Now you can add cheese if you want. I don't know if I want cheese in that one or not, since it's got barbecue. Yeah, I'll put a little bit of the Parmesan since it's open already. Just a little bit, not a lot. Okay. Now I'm going to take the asparagus, just with my hands, because they're clean. I just washed them. And I'll pile a big pile of it on top. And that's only part of the asparagus. Because I had, how many leaves? I had leaves. How many stems? I had 6 asparagus I picked this morning out of my garden. So. And I am going to put cheese on it. I've got mozzarella. It's my first cheese. Just going to lay that on top. Also, I'm going to put a little bit of Parmesan on top in there too. And then I've got these other 2 cheeses. It doesn't matter how much cheese or how much mozzarella you put. If you don't like this kind of, you want a hot pepper cheese, put a hot pepper cheese. You know, if you want yellow cheese, put yellow cheese. But most of my buying, when I buy cheeses, are a white type of cheese. Just because I'd rather have the natural color of a cheese than I would the yellow food dye they put in it. Or the orange. You know. So. Well, we're going to put, you know, a few slithers or slices of cheese. You know, not a lot, but enough to be something different. And if you wanted to, you could take the cheese and go ahead and make it into like an Alfredo sauce. But this is another one. This is Edam, E-D-A-M cheese. I got all these at my local Lidl store. Or did I get it at Aldi's? I think they came from Aldi's maybe this week. I was out last week and I went to the closest grocery store that has good cheese that's not expensive. Alright, I don't even know what this cheese tastes like. Never had it. The other cheese that I cut off, it was a goat. It was a mayonnaise cheese, M-E-N-A-G-E cheese. It is goat milk and sheep cheese. And I've already had some of that, and that is delicious. This is just an aged, let's see what it says on here. It's just an aged cheese. Premium cheese, all it says. I do know it's not from the United States. I remember that much. So, we got a couple pieces there. Put that there. Doesn't need a lot, but another little piece. Okay. Set that down. And then all you're going to do, going to take and pull up. Pull up. Now, you can roll it and make it round or you make it square, but I am just doing this. I'm going to close it up. Flip that way and that way. And you can either leave it on top or flip it over. I'm going to flip it over. And you can, like I said, add a little cream and make an Alfredo out of it. You know, Alfredo is usually Parmesan cheese kind of thing. But, alright, I think I'm going to put another piece of meat in this one back here. A little bit more meat. I've got it, why not? And I'll put these in the oven and bake them maybe 20, 30 minutes till the bread is done. Till the pizza part of it's done. So, and I'll have one tonight, maybe one tomorrow. And this one looks like it still hold a little more meat, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, let me put a little more because I've got room in that one. I've got lots of room in this one left. So, you just break it up, you know, make small pieces. You can adjust, you know, things as you go. It doesn't have to be. I'm going to add another little dollop of this barbecue sauce. This is almost like a barbecue sandwich, but you're making it from scratch. And since I added a little more, I'm going to add a little sliver or two of this cheese along with the other cheese I put in there. Doesn't have to be a lot, you know. I only know, this is something I just got up in my head, you know. Now, I have seen them make homemade buns and put meat inside them in foreign countries, you know, and they bake them, and you have a meat dish. I don't know what they're called. Pork buns? I've seen pork buns. This is like a barbecue pork bun, I guess, what you call it. But you just make sure you close it up, and then you can flip it over, and that way, hopefully none will, if if any of the stuff comes out of it, oh well. But you got to. Some people egg wash them. Some people milk wash them. I don't do anything except close them up. And turn on my oven to 350, 375. Let's go 375. I forgot to turn it on and heat it up. But then, you know, you just put it in the oven. So I'm going to move it out of the way so I can show you what I'm going to do with the rest of the asparagus. The rest of this asparagus is going to go in a bowl. Going to go in my bowl. For another meal. For another day. Or I may just put some cheese on it now and eat it. I think I will put some cheese on it, put it in the microwave, and just go ahead and eat it. Still waiting on my contractor to call me today. This is a cheese I got open already, so it's gonna. And I do have the milk half and half sitting here. So I'm going to put a little bit of half and half in it, along with another Parmesan cheese. And you wonder why not milk? Well, I don't drink a lot of milk, and if I did, it would be 2%, which is okay. But me, I'd rather have half and half, or I'd prefer whipping cream. But whipping cream is not available much in the stores when they went up on the price. So I am just going to put this in the microwave, let the cheese melt, and I think that's going to be my snack. Put it on for a minute to melt the cheese. Yeah, that's going to be my snack. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video of my garden. And if anybody wants to start a garden, doesn't have so you live in an apartment, go out like I did, get you some big pots, big lots. Sometimes even a Dollar Tree will have them, but they're not as good of a pot. But as long as it's sturdy enough, and you buy the dirt from the store, the potting soil, you can plant. You can also plant in old pots you might have. If you got a pot that's say wobbly, got a hole in it, and you don't gonna throw it away, save it and plant in it. Plant your little something in it. Don't have to be an overabundant supply of stuff, you know. Just do your own garden, do your own thing. Okay, now there is my asparagus that I grew in my garden. We got these asparagus plants free probably 15, 20 years ago. Like I said earlier in my video, I don't remember exactly when. My neighbor, who has passed away at the time, her niece, I think it was her niece, it might have been her cousin. No, her niece, worked at a place where they had flower bulbs and flower seeds and other type bulbs for planting. And she, at the end of the season, when the stores didn't want their stuff anymore, if it went back to them or if it didn't go out to the stores, they would give it to the employees. So I got all kinds of flowers at one time, and I got the asparagus. It looks like a spider plant when you get it. It's got long little shoots and things. And that's what my asparagus got started from. So it was a fun journey with that lady. Yep, she left the garden. And my husband left the garden. So we're eating the rewards from this. And the asparagus, if you leave it and don't pick any of it and you let it go to seed, and you have birds in your yard, they might come and pick up the seed. But they might poop it out in another spot of your yard. So if you see something coming up that kind of looks like a fern-looking plant, feathery-looking, that's your asparagus that got seeded somewhere else. So either you leave it, or if you can, dig it up. If not, you'll have to just let the lawnmower cut it down. But I had this come up in 3 different places in my yard that we only planted it in one because of the birds. And I have not had them plant any more since that I know of. I go around my yard and look and see if there's any more. Got one more spot I forgot to check, and I'll check it later and see if there's asparagus there. But anyway, put those up in just a minute. But right now, I'm going to give y'all a closer view of what's going in the oven. And those will cook about, like I said, 30 minutes or so. Or it may be longer. You just have to keep checking on it. Just to when your dough is ready and done. So, alright, I'm going to get a spoon, a fork, or something and taste this asparagus for y'all. Yeah. I just love asparagus with cheese. So. And it's very hot. Very tasty. Okay, everyone, y'all have a blessed day. See you on the next video. Like and subscribe. Send your friends to me. Alright. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye. Okay, everyone. It's been about 25-30 minutes. And this is what it looks like. You see it bubbly and hot. I did 375. I just turned it off. And that's what my final product looks like. Whoa. And it's hot. That's one of them. That's the barbecue. You can see the barbecue trying to peek out from it. Pour out from it. And that's the one with the cheese and asparagus. So, I'm going to let those sit there and cool. And then I'll have one for dinner. And I'll have one tomorrow night. They're too hot to taste. So, alright, y'all have a blessed night. Thanks for watching my videos.